Hey guys, MWUSA Season 5, Episode 21. It is Saturday evening, and it's a cold one. It is definitely a cold one, and just leaving home. And why am I leaving home on Saturday evening? Well, here's the thing. It looks like, well, first I need to charge this phone because it's way down. Man, it's so cold that the wires in my car for charging my phone are frozen, and they're so stiff, it feels like they're gonna break. Anyway, I'm leaving home to go to a casino, and in a few hours, it will start to snow here, and it's going to start at supposedly a quarter inch an hour, then a half inch, then as much as 1 inch an hour, and supposedly we could get 14 inches of snow. So, I've lived in this area for a long time, since most of you guys weren't even born. And I was around for the last blizzard, and I was around for the blizzard before that, which was a very long time ago. And this doesn't just seem like that. For some reason, it doesn't seem like it's going to be what that was. Now, I've seen pictures of Oklahoma and Tennessee and all these places with snow, but I feel like we're going to get snow, but it may be like 3 or 4 inches. It's just hard for me to believe that it could be 14 inches of snow. That's a lot of snow. And I remember the last big blizzard that we had, I remember walking out of my house and having the snow up to my knees. And I thought, man, it was like, your jeans were tucked into your shoes and your socks over your jeans so you wouldn't get your feet all, I don't know. I mean, it was like so much snow, but it just doesn't feel quite like that's going to happen. So anyway, we're heading to the casino. We're going to just probably have a short session, and we'll see what happens. Hopefully a couple $100 would be nice, just for the weekend, just to keep things going. And then tomorrow is Sunday, and the problem is, if we get the snow that we're expected to get, I might not be able to leave. Now, it's a double-edged sword here, because I might not be able to leave on Sunday to go anywhere. However, with the snow that we're expecting a snow emergency on Monday. And you know what I do in a snow emergency, right? I don't go to work, but I do go to the casino. Now, that would be a rare one where I'm not in the office on a Monday, and we have a team meeting, so I'd have to be on camera, and the people that are in the office would see me on a gigantic screen, so I have to make sure everything is working properly, my background is working properly, and all that stuff. But I don't want it to look like I'm in a car, because if I'm in a car, why am I not in an office? So hopefully we can go tomorrow as scheduled, and we can also go Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday and Friday this week, and really round off the month in a good way. Now, I'm going to make some predictions here, and this is not to do with snow, but to do with stocks and silver and crypto. I have a friend who is shorting silver temporarily. He's long on silver overall, but he thinks temporarily that it's going to go down. I think that's a big mistake. I think Monday you're going to see the market drop. I think you're going to see silver and gold skyrocket. You're going to see gold over 5,000 for the first time. And I think you're going to see crypto drop. It's just the way that things are shaking out in the economy. It looks like that's what could happen. On top of that, it looks like there's a good chance that we could have another government shutdown by the end of the month. Well, what's going to happen if there's a government shutdown? You're going to see the stock market go down. You're going to see crypto go down. You're going to see precious metals go up. Even more reason for what I'm saying to happen. So I'm not going to change my position in any way. I feel bad that I didn't buy more than I did, but I was perfectly ready to double my stake if it went down, but it's never gone down. I mean, it's gone down like overnight when the market was closed, and there was no opportunity to buy more. at this point, I'm not going to buy anymore. I can't see any good reason unless I think it's going to jump a ton within 2 or 3 days. Then I might buy an option that might expire in a week or something like that and take a big risk. But why should I take a big risk at this point? Every time it goes up a little bit, I'm making a ton of money. So I'm just going to sit back and relax and let the market do whatever it's going to do. And if it collapses and I lose it all, big deal. I lose a little bit of money. But the way it is right now, I'm up 200% on one position, like 170% on another position, and 30-something% on the equities that I bought that have to do with silver in like 21 days or less. So, I'm not too worried about it, but I really feel that that's the direction of it, and we'll see what happens. We'll see tomorrow night, Sunday night, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. Central. You'll see the markets open up, and we'll see what happens to precious metals. But so right now, let's head off to this casino. I'll be back. All right, guys, I am back, and you know what? It started as I was walking out of the casino. The first flakes started to fall. Now, I've been out of the casino now for about a minute, and now they're really starting to fall. So it's coming, baby, it's coming. So we're gonna head home and cozy up and relax for at least 24 hours, if not longer, and hopefully it's not too bad and we can get back on the road tomorrow. This place was relatively busy. Talking to casino staff, they volunteered the fact that the casino is offering them free hotel rooms if they want to volunteer to work and stay longer. Other ones told me that, oh no, only their favorites were offered that deal. So, but everyone I talked to did not want to stay. So I'm predicting that it's going to be pretty dead in there for the next day or two, which makes me think now, I mean, since we're on this topic, how busy is it going to be at the places that I go to? Is it going to be worthwhile to travel to those places? And is there going to be a snow emergency Monday that if I get stranded somewhere Sunday night, that I'm okay because it doesn't matter anyway? So all things to think about. Relatively busy, like I said, but I'm sure it'll die down kind of early tonight. There was some kind of a giveaway, but I wasn't really paying attention too much to it. Nothing being given away or anything like that, just like a drawing, I think. So I walk in, I see the first machine, I check that carousel, and the second one in the carousel has a play of $4 a spin. I put some money in there, and on the third spin, I hit it for about $320. Go messing around, a couple small plays that amounted to about zero, and then I was all done, and I was on my way out, and I saw another play. It was a small one at 60 cents. It took me one spin to get into the bonus, which yielded me nothing, and then within 20 spins, the play was over, and I ended up leaving the casino ahead $347. Yes, $347. So not bad. I can tell you now, it's been how long? I've been recording 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Already, the ground is getting covered with snow. This is kind of crazy that it's coming down this fast, this early, but they did say like first hour it was going to be like 0.2, and then 0.3, and then 0.5, then 0.9 inches an hour. So let's head home before we get caught in this too long here. So let's do that, and then I'll catch up with you tomorrow and let you know what's going on. If I don't get to go anywhere, I may just play online. I really don't like to do that unless I have a good offer, a good deal. We'll go from there. So now my visibility is down to about a quarter mile, so it's starting to come down. So good timing getting home. For now, I'm going to let you go, and I'll catch up with you tomorrow. All right, guys, I am back. Let me just give you an update. Last time I talked to you, it was Saturday, and the snow had just started, and the snow came, and it was no joke. We did get at least 12 to 14, maybe more inches, maybe 16 inches of snow. Very unusual. Normally, it's not like that. I don't know what's going on here. I'm getting alerts that my Verizon Cloud account was deleted. I'm going to have to look into this. Anyway, and so obviously, going on the road was going to be very difficult. We had a snow emergency, and then a higher level snow emergency, and then a higher level snow emergency, and to the point where it was a crime to be leaving your house, to be on the roads. So that was Saturday night into Sunday. So Sunday there was just no chance that I could go anywhere. When things kind of slowed down a little bit, I did take my car out and went down the street a little bit, drove it 4 or 5 miles just to see what it was like, and the conditions were just terrible, absolutely terrible. And so I came back home. I did not go anywhere Sunday. It was just too bad. So I thought, okay, well, we got Monday coming. They're going to have all night to work on the snow, and everything should be fine. Monday, they raised it to the highest snow emergency level. That's when, or Sunday night, that's when it became a crime to leave home. So today is Monday morning, and it's still the highest level snow emergency in most of the counties in my state. But I am on call this week for work, so I thought, why don't we go out and just see what it's like out there, because just in case I need to go somewhere, I just want to see what the conditions are like, and that's what I'm doing right now. I just started the recording as I was leaving home. And going down the main highway by my house, it's actually pretty good. I mean, it doesn't look like a problem at all. I drive in worse than this a lot, so I'm thinking it'll probably be reduced to a lower level emergency today. I can see why they would want people off the road as long as possible, just to be able to clean things and not have people in the way or have to worry about rescuing people or accidents. They can just focus on cleaning the roads. But at this point, I don't see it as a big threat. Now, other people, maybe not as good at drivers, or maybe don't have all the bells and whistles on their car, might have a more difficult time. But to me, I'm seeing right now, I mean, this is nothing. Now, my street, it took me a few minutes to get off my street, and that one's still completely covered. But looking at this highway here, even with some drifting snow that I see here, it's not that bad. So I would say I will probably do something tonight. I will probably add it to a different episode. It may be a Monday, Tuesday episode. I don't know. I don't want to just create episodes to create them. But so right now, my car says it's 15 degrees. With the wind chill, it's minus 15. So it's pretty windy out. But the roads seem pretty good. So I'm going to head back home. Probably have lunch, and then probably head out at least somewhere close today to try to make a little bit of money, because sitting at home doing nothing is no good. I have my team meeting coming up this afternoon, which would normally be in person on Monday at the office, and we were sent an email yesterday saying that we didn't have to go to the office, which is good, but technically I can kind of say that it's okay for me to be on the road. Now, if I'm sitting, a quarter mile from a casino heading toward a casino, I don't know how much I can justify to the police, but I'm going to think this through. Maybe I won't, because there might just not be anything going on there. A smart advantage player probably would have stayed there overnight. I recorded Saturday that they were asking employees if they wanted to stay at the hotel for free, so they could work, and I bet some smart advantage player did do that, and the people who stayed at the hotel probably left a lot of money for that person to make. But alas, that was not me. One other thing I wanted to mention, and I don't mean to harp on this, it's just like it's like a historic thing that's going on right now with silver, and this morning it reached more record highs, and not just by a little. it went up another almost $10 now. We're sitting right at $113 an ounce for silver with no end in sight. And the amount of money that I'm up right now on those options is just silly. And it's like, at what point do you say, am I getting too greedy and I should withdraw some of this? And I kind of feel like, all this money, it's like imaginary money because it's such a large profit for such a small investment. But like just today, I'm up 12,500 on silver. 12,000, not including physical silver. So my options are up overall 285% and 304%. So it's like, at what point do you say, okay, I want to take some profit off the table? Looking at my gains here, I'm up 32,700 in one account and up 4,300 in another account. So that's almost $37,000 on a relatively small investment. So anyway, I feel good about the roads. I'm not scared of the roads at this point. I will check out the websites for the sheriff's offices around and see if things are clearing up. If they are, maybe instead of going somewhere close, I might go somewhere further away if those counties are at a lower snow emergency and present a smaller threat to, being pulled over and all those issues. Now, obviously, if I'm driving 2.5 hours away from home and I work 30 minutes from home, it's going to be hard for me to justify that I'm going to work. But anyway, I'm going to wrap this one up. I don't know when the next episode will come out because I don't know if I'm going somewhere today or in 2 days or 4 days. But I am safe. Everything is good. And we'll catch up another time. If you have any questions or comments, my email is mwusa21@gmail.com. mwusa21@gmail.com. See you next time.